Welcome to A2Z AMC Training Series. In today's video, we will talk about how a lender can create new appraisal orders. I will guide you through each steps to create new appraisal orders. As you can see, we are logged in as a lender, Neil Armstrong, and I am currently on the dashboard of that particular user. On the screen, you can see the dashboard of the Neil Armstrong. To create new appraisal order, we need to navigate towards the appraisal order from the menu, that is this, Appraisal Orders. When click on this, we are moved to the Appraisal Orders page. To create a new appraisal order, we need to click on this button that says Add a new appraisal order. Once clicked, you will be moved towards the order form. This is an appraisal order form which is of total 5 steps. In each step we need to provide different information. Like for the first step, we need to provide in the order information. For the second step, we need to provide in the property information. For the third, we need to provide the borrower contact details. In the fourth step, we are required to provide any additional contact and documents. And the last step is where we review the whole appraisal order. So let's get started. On the first page, as you can see, the first thing we need to fill is the project reference name or a file name. This is particularly the file name or the reference name you will be able to see on the first thing. For example, on this dashboard, you can see that this is the appraisal order reference name. So I will be writing my as testing 1, 2, 3. Then we need to type in the loan number or the lender internal file number. So I'm just inputting a number. Second, we need to define the order type turnaround, which could be a standard or a rush. So there are two types of the turnaround. Rush, you will need it urgent, or a standard time. So I'm selecting standard. Then you need to select the requested due date, that you need to complete this order before this specific due date. Then we need to select the appraisal type. Okay, so before we select the appraisal type, let me define you. Here are all the types of the appraisals that are listed. So you can either select any of these appraisal orders. So you can select any of these appraisal orders. Last one, as you can see, they say quote, which means it's something you need to provide it the amount that you need for this specific appraisal. If you want to select any of these standards appraisal, you're going to click any of this. And if you want to select a jumbo type of appraisal or some commercial or any other type, so you need to define the code as well. So for this, we are going to go with a general type of appraisal type. We will create another video for the code appraisal type. So when this is selected, the fee type automatically is it gets from the system for that particular. If you have a purchase price, you can write it down over here or you can leave this blank. If any additional notes, instructions, or any requirements, you can define it over here. Moving to the next step, that is the property details. Here we need to define in the property details such as the property address line 1, the line 2, the city, the state, the zip code, the country, and then the occupant state. Occupant state means it's a owner, tenant, or vacant. Then we need to define in the legal description, which is the block and the lot number. And if it has any gate code or entry instructions, we can define it over here. And lastly, we need to define in the loan information. We need to select the type of loan. If it's an FHA loan, we need to provide it the FHA case number. If it is VA loan, we need to define it, the VA case number. And for the USD A loan, we are good to go without defining any loan number. So we're just going with this, and we need to select the assignment type. Either it's a purchase transaction or it's a refinance transaction, or if in another if others we need to describe. So we're just going with the purchase transaction. Then we need to select the lien position, and this is the I have selected the lien position. So I have filled in the address details of the property and all the other details, and now we are good to move forward. Next, we need to provide in the borrower details. So we need to provide in the borrower or the property owner full name, their primary phone number, email address if they have any, and best time to contact. If you have any co-borrower or any other person that if this person is not available, so we can contact that particular person, we can define another co-borrower details as well. So we can select the best time, morning, afternoon, evening, or any time. And these are the details. So I'm just moving forward to the next step that says additional contact. That will be an optional if you want to add in a retailer, borrower, or any other person. And we need to define their full name, their full name, or their phone number or email address. And lastly, there is an option to upload the purchase contract. So one of the most important thing is that purchase contract is mandatory to be uploaded. You have an option that you can upload it later on, which means for right now you can move without providing the purchase contract. But if it's mandatory and you move, so it doesn't allow you to move because purchase contract is required. If you don't have it right now, no problem. You can just check on this checkbox and upload it later. But as you can see that it says that choosing this option will delay the final appraisal report delivery. The assigned appraiser will not be able to submit the final report until the purchase contract is uploaded to the order. So this means that the purchase contract is mandatory for the submission of the final appraisal report. So there will be a delay in your appraisal order. So for that we need to so there will be a delay. So for that we need to upload it either right now or we need to upload it later. So I checked box on will be uploaded later. If you want to add in any additional documents, you can upload it over here. And lastly, we can review all the details. If I want to edit any of these, I can click on the edit button and it will take me back to that specific page. And then I need to go forward and submit the application. So these are basically the details, the order summary, the additional contacts, the borrower contact, property details, order information, and this is basically the lender or the client information details. And these are the basically the type of the fee, technology fee, and the total fee you are going to be needed for this appraisal order. And here we have the AMC name, their license, and their license expiration to be verified that it's being operated by a licensed person. And here we give you an AI summary to go through and see what you have uploaded for instead of going through each of things. So it will help you to define if there was a mistake or something like that. So it will help you. You can look into this or you can just go through any of these. And if you want to change, you can change. If you're okay, you can submit the order or you can save it as a draft. Now the order has been created successfully, and now we have to wait for the operational admin of the A2Z AMC system to approve or reject your appraisal order. For more details about the appraisal order, we will be having another video. Thank you for watching this video.